Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the English Story Podcast, your go-to place for learning English while improving your life. I'm Mark, and I'm here with my amazing co-host, Zara.
Hey, listeners. Today, we're diving into something super important, something that can completely transform your day and make you more productive, focused, and energized. We're talking about mastering your morning routine.
That's right. Have you ever noticed how some people wake up full of energy, ready to tackle the day, while others feel groggy and unmotivated? It's not just about being a morning person, it's about having the right routine.
Exactly. Science shows that how you start your morning has a direct impact on your focus, productivity, and even your mood for the rest of the day. But here's the problem. Most people either rush through their mornings or waste time scrolling on their phones, hitting the snooze button, or skipping breakfast.
And let's be honest, Zara, we've all been guilty of that. But the good news is you can train yourself to have a better morning, one that actually sets you up for success.
Yes. And don't worry, we won't just throw random advice at you. We've done the research, and today we'll share a science backed morning routine that is practical, productive, and easy to follow. No unrealistic 5 a.m. workouts or 2 hour meditation sessions.
And the best part? You don't have to overhaul your entire morning all at once. Even small changes can make a huge difference.
So, whether you're a student, a working professional, or just someone who wants to feel better in the morning, this episode is for you.
By the end of today's podcast, you'll have a step-by-step morning routine that actually works and a fun challenge to help you put it into action.
So, grab your coffee or tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into the secrets of a high energy, productive morning.
All right, before we get into the actual routine, let's talk about why having a structured morning routine is so powerful. Zara, did you know that research shows our willpower and decision-making ability are strongest in the morning?
Yes. In fact, studies in psychology and neuroscience suggest that the first 60 to 90 minutes of your day are the most crucial for setting the tone for your entire day. If you start with focus and intentionality, you're more likely to be productive, positive, and less stressed throughout the day.
That's huge. But here's the thing, most people don't take advantage of this. Instead, they hit snooze multiple times, scroll through social media, or rush through their morning feeling stressed.
Exactly. But let's break this down even further. Why does a good morning routine make such a big difference?
The science of a good morning routine.
Your brain is in absorption mode.
Right after you wake up, your brain is in what's called the theta state. This is the same brainwave state that allows deep learning and creativity. So, what you do in the first 30 minutes after waking up directly influences your mindset and focus for the rest of the day.
Key takeaway: avoid flooding your mind with distractions like social media or emails right after waking up. Instead, fill your brain with something positive and useful.
Cortisol and energy levels.
There's also something really interesting about cortisol, the stress hormone. Your body naturally releases cortisol in the morning to wake you up. But if you wake up and immediately stress yourself, checking work emails or rushing around, it spikes even higher, making you feel anxious and overwhelmed.
Key takeaway. Start your morning calmly so you work with your body's natural rhythms instead of against them.
The power of small wins.
There's something called the small wins effect. It's a psychological principle that says when you achieve even small goals early in the day, it gives you momentum to be productive and successful for the rest of the day.
Key takeaway: even small habits, like making your bed or drinking a glass of water, can give you an instant sense of accomplishment.
Why you need to be intentional.
So, what we do first thing in the morning isn't just about getting ready, it's about priming our brain and body for success. If you spend the first hour rushing, distracted, or stressed, that energy carries through the rest of your day.
Exactly. And the good news is that a great morning routine doesn't have to be complicated. It just needs to include a few key habits that boost your energy, focus, and motivation.
Which brings us to the next part, our step by step guide to building a practical and effective morning routine.
Let's get into it. Now that we understand why mornings are so important, let's dive into the ultimate morning routine that will help you feel more energized, focused, and productive.
And don't worry, This isn't a crazy, unrealistic routine that takes 2 hours. We're talking about practical, science backed steps that you can easily fit into your life.
Step 1. Wake up without snoozing.
Why it matters.
Hitting snooze confuses your brain and body, causing sleep inertia, which makes you feel groggy and tired for hours.
Neuroscientists recommend waking up at the same time every day to regulate your body's internal clock, circadian rhythm.
Actionable tip.
Put your phone on the other side of the room so you have to physically get out of bed to turn off the alarm.
Try the 5-second rule. When your alarm goes off, count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and immediately get up.
Step 2. Rehydrate your body.
Why it matters.
You lose a lot of water overnight, which can cause fatigue and brain fog. Studies show that drinking water first thing in the morning improves mental clarity and boosts metabolism. Actionable tip.
Drink 1 full glass, 250 milliliters of water before anything else. For an extra boost, add a slice of lemon or a pinch of sea salt for hydration and digestion benefits.
Step 3. Make your bed.
Why it matters.
According to Admiral William H. McRaven's famous speech, making your bed gives you an immediate sense of accomplishment, your first small win of the day. Research in habit formation shows that small wins build motivation and discipline for the rest of the day.
Actionable tip. Keep it simple. Smooth the blanket, fluff the pillows, done in less than a minute. Say to yourself, I just completed my first task of the day.
Step 4. Get sunlight and move your body.
Why it matters.
Morning sunlight helps regulate your circadian rhythm and naturally boosts energy.
Light exposure in the morning signals to your brain that it's time to wake up.
Light movement, stretching, walking, increases blood flow, which wakes up your muscles and mind.
Actionable tip. Stand outside for at least 5 minutes or sit near a bright window.
Do a few light stretches to get your body moving. Bonus, if you have more time, a short 5 to 10 minute walk outside is even better.
Step 5. Mindset reset. Meditation or gratitude.
Why it matters.
Studies show that meditation reduces stress, anxiety, and increases focus. Practicing gratitude improves happiness and overall mental well-being. Actionable tip.
If you prefer meditation, try a 2 to 5 minute breathing exercise. Use an app like Headspace or Calm. If gratitude is more your thing, write down 3 things you're grateful for in a journal. Example: I'm grateful for my health, my family, and this amazing cup of coffee.
Step 6. Fuel your brain. Read or learn something.
Why it matters. Morning is the best time for absorbing new information because your brain is in its most receptive state.
A study from the Journal of Applied Psychology found that reading in the morning boosts creativity and problem-solving skills. Actionable tip. Read a few pages of a book, an article, or even listen to a podcast like this one. If you're learning English, read something out loud to improve pronunciation.
Step 7. Eat a high-protein breakfast.
Why it matters.
Eating protein in the morning stabilizes blood sugar, improves concentration, and reduces cravings later in the day. Avoid sugary cereals or skipping breakfast. This leads to energy crashes.
Actionable tip. Best options: eggs, Greek yogurt, oatmeal, or a protein smoothie. If you're fasting, at least have water and coffee, nuts, or tea to stay hydrated.
Step 8. Plan your top 3 priorities for the day.
Why it matters. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, setting your top 3 goals for the day keeps you focused and productive.
Successful people like Elon Musk and Warren Buffett follow this simple rule: prioritize only what truly matters.
Actionable tip. Write down the top 3 things you need to accomplish today. Example 1. Finish an important task at work. 2. Go to the gym. 3. Call a friend or family member. Quick summary of the ultimate morning routine. 1. Wake up without snoozing. Get out of bed immediately.
2. Drink a glass of water. Rehydrate.
3. Make your bed. Small win.
4. Get sunlight and stretch. Boost energy.
5. Meditation or gratitude. Calm your mind.
6. Read or learn something. Fuel your brain.
7. Eat a high-protein breakfast. optional but powerful.
8. Plan your top 3 tasks. Set your focus.
And that's it. A powerful, science-backed morning routine that helps you start your day feeling productive and focused.
Exactly. And remember, you don't have to do all of these steps. Just pick a few that work for you. Even small improvements in your morning can make a huge difference in your life.
Now we'll talk about how to actually stick to a morning routine so you don't give up after a few days.
How to stick to a morning routine and make it a habit.
Now that we've covered the ultimate morning routine, let's talk about something even more important: how to actually stick to it. Because let's be honest, we all start with great intentions, but keeping a routine going long-term can be a challenge.
Exactly. Motivation will only get you so far. The key to making a morning routine stick is building it into a habit. So, in this segment, we're going to share the best strategies for making your routine automatic, effortless, and impossible to forget.
Habit stacking. Attach your routine to existing habits.
Why it works.
One of the best ways to make a habit stick is to attach it to something you already do daily. This is called habit stacking, a concept from James Clear's best-selling book, Atomic Habits.
Example: you already brush your teeth every morning. Why not add a habit right after it?
Actionable tip: use this simple formula. After I current habit, I will new habit.
Examples: after I brush my teeth, I will drink a glass of water. After I make my bed, I will do 5 minutes of stretching. After I pour my coffee, I will write down my top 3 tasks for the day.
The more you connect new habits to existing ones, the easier they become to remember.
Start small, don't overcommit. Why it works.
Many people fail at building a morning routine because they try to do too much at once. The trick is to start small and be consistent, rather than aiming for perfection.
Actionable tip: if a full morning routine feels overwhelming, start with just one habit and build from there. Example: instead of a 15-minute workout, start with 2 minutes of stretching. Instead of 10 minutes of meditation, start with one deep breath before checking your phone.
Research shows that small wins trigger long-term success. So keep it simple. Make it a non-negotiable appointment.
Why it works.
When something is optional, we're more likely to skip it. But if you treat your morning routine like a non-negotiable meeting, it becomes automatic.
Successful people schedule their mornings just like they would schedule a work meeting or a flight. Actionable tip:
Pick a set time for your routine and stick to it. Example: from 7 a.m. to 7:15 a.m., this is my morning routine. Set reminders or alarms labeled with motivation, like start the day strong. Commit to at least 3 days per week to build momentum.
track progress and reward.
Why it works.
Tracking progress helps reinforce habits and keeps you accountable. Studies show that rewarding yourself for small wins increases motivation.
Actionable tip:
Use a habit tracker, a simple checklist, an app, or a calendar. Every time you complete your routine, put a check mark. Seeing progress builds momentum. Set a small reward for consistency. Example:
7 days in a row? Treat yourself to a fancy coffee.
30 days in a row, buy a new book, or take a self-care day.
Remember, the reward is progress itself, but a little incentive never hurts. Eliminate morning distractions.
Why it works.
The biggest reason people fail their morning routine is because they get distracted, especially by their phones. Checking social media or emails first thing in the morning puts you in reaction mode, making it harder to focus.
Actionable tip:
No phone for the first 30 minutes of your morning. Put your phone on airplane mode overnight or leave it in another room. If you use your phone as an alarm, get a real alarm clock so you're not tempted to scroll. The less distracted you are, the easier it is to stick to your morning habits.
how to make your morning routine a habit.
1. Habit stacking. Attach new habits to existing ones.
2. Start small. Focus on tiny wins rather than a perfect routine.
3. Make it a non-negotiable appointment. Treat your routine like a scheduled meeting.
4. Track progress and reward yourself. Seeing progress builds momentum.
5. Eliminate distractions. No social media or emails first thing in the morning.
And there you have it, These are some of the best strategies to make your morning routine automatic and effortless.
Exactly. And remember, a routine is only effective if it works for you. Start small, experiment, and most importantly, be kind to yourself as you build this habit. Coming up next, we're wrapping up with some final takeaways and a fun challenge for our listeners. All right, we've talked about the ultimate morning routine, why it matters, and how to actually stick to it. But before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap of the biggest takeaways from today's episode. 1. The way you start your morning sets the tone for your entire day.
2. The best morning routine includes hydration, movement, and mindfulness to wake up your body and brain.
3. The key to sticking with it is to start small. Focus on one or two habits at first. Use habit stacking. Attach your new habits to existing ones. Schedule it like an appointment. Consistency is everything.
Exactly. And remember, your morning routine doesn't have to be perfect. The most important thing is to find what works for you and be consistent.
Your challenge for today is simple but powerful. Take 5 minutes to design your ideal morning routine.
Write down 3 key habits that you want to include in your morning. Try it for just 1 week and see how you feel.
And we want to hear from you. After you try your new morning routine, let us know in the comments or send us a message on social media. What worked? What didn't? What changes did you notice?
Yes, share your wins, your struggles, or any new morning habits you're trying. Your journey might inspire someone else to start theirs. Final words of encouragement.
Remember, small steps lead to big results. Your morning routine is a long-term investment in your success, your mindset, and your overall well-being.
And don't stress if you miss a day or things don't go perfectly. Just get back on track the next morning. The key is progress, not perfection.
Thank you for spending time with us today on the English Story Podcast. We hope this episode helps you build a morning routine that sets you up for success.
And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend who needs a better morning routine. We appreciate your support.
Until next time, take care, stay consistent, and start your morning strong.